The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And now, Washington's starting group. George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Sarr in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Bucks, Turner is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Porter. And it's Trent in at the 2. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now here's Giannis. Trent passes to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Turner. It's tipped. Porter against McCollum. Great D that time from Giannis.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And it's good, 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got the opening field goal of the game for the Bucks. Middleton against Kuzma. Middleton can't get it to go. Here's Giannis. Rebounded by the Wizards.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Middleton finds McCollum. Back to Middleton. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Porter inside. He's guarded by McCollum. Porter, no luck. And Middleton kicks to McCollum. No good with the triple. Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer. The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Antetokounmpo, shot's good.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Sarr. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. McCollum passes to Sarr. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by Sarr, and the shot is good.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Washington with the ball. Trailing by 2. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
Now, the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Coulibaly. The Wizards with another miss. Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Turner kicks to Trent. It's Porter outside. Rebound, Washington. Here's Middleton. Banked in off the glass.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Turner finds Antetokounmpo. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Coulibaly. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Kuzma. Koulibaly with it. 6 to shoot. A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Trent passes to Kuzma. Back to Trent. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Middleton outside. Porter against McCollum. Middleton with it from outside the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their 2nd NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Wizards trail by 4. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Gary Harris is checked in for Gary Trent. And Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. Here's Carrington. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Portis. Turner inside. Working on Bagley. From the wing. Anthony's shot is off. Wizards trail by 4. To the inside. Turner with the steal. Pass to Prince. There's Portis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Middleton. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Bobby Portis. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And Washington making a change here. George is checked in.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Anthony dishes to Prince. Back to Anthony. The Bucks working the ball around. Nice shot by Portis.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Johnson up top, guarded by Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Corey Kispert's checked in for Chris Middleton. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington, Doris, over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
Here's Turner following the bucket by the Wizards. That one good for 2.
When Turner's scoring buckets inside, he is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
There's the pick. Here's Champagnie. It's good from long range. Champagnie's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and that one's good, Anthony.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
And here is Johnson. No scoring in this one. Over Harris. Top of the key jumper, no good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They lead by 6. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Corey Kispert, also George out there. And it's Champagnie in at the 5 spot. Now here's Green. It's Prince on the wing. From past the arc, a three-pointer is right on target.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Here's Carrington. Johnson from outside. It's rebounded by Portis. And here's Anthony for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
You love Cole Anthony's attitude. So confident, so willing to fire on the catch.
Here's Carrington. And that one is stuffed right through.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Anthony kicks to Trent. Over Johnson. Trent can't hit.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Carrington, that's good.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Anthony with it. George picks him up. Anthony can't hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 5-point game. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Trent. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Oh, the defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Here's Carrington. Rebounded by Anthony. Milwaukee leading by 7. Prince, the pass to Portis. Back to Prince. Outside, Green. For the 3. Trent can't hit. Wizards have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Johnson. And again, Washington, no good. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. And it's Trent in the corner. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now a 10-point Milwaukee lead. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Johnson from outside, and it's the Bucks on the break. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
That's just tremendous hustle by Trent Jr., getting out in front of the defense, making himself available in transition.
George with the screen on Anthony. Pass to George to end the run. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anthony down low. Trent passes to Portis. Shot clock at 6. And it's Green missing. Wizards trail by 12. Driving inside. And the shot goes in. Kispert's got his first points of the game.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Green. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Gary Trent. And Porter subbed in for Anthony. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Now here's Giannis. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Wizards trail by 14. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Now Turner, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Kuzma, outside, Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Stolen by Middleton. Here we go, one-on-one. And McCollum with the slam.
And credit the hustle from McCollum there. When he sees a chance to capitalize in transition, he attacks.
Here's Porter, and the layup falls. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now Turner, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And Turner kicks to Prince. Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to McCollum. And the shot goes down. McCollum's got 11.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switcher also for Washington. George is checked in. .54 seconds left now here in the second. McCollum feeling it out a bit. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 17. And Giannis throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Wizards trail by 15. Down low, here's George, and it's George dishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
It's Trent on the wing. Outside, Porter. Up in time. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Kevin Porter, Antetokounmpo out there with Turner. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. McCollum's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Washington. Porter against McCollum. Porter looking it over. Outside Turner. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 16. And yes, it's good.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. For 3, Middleton. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter kicks to Trent. Giannis outside. Rebound, Washington. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's McCollum with the drive. And McCollum with the slam.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Kuzma. Giannis inside. And Giannis throws it down.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Wizards trail by 14. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Now here's Middleton. Wizards passing it around. Here's Koulibaly. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. McCollum against Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Wizards trail by 14. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Porter. Middleton outside, beyond the arc. A rebound by the Bucks. Trent passes to Antetokounmpo. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Giannis has got 25 points in the game.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 20. Pass to Song. It's hauled in by Trent. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 16-point lead. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Middleton outside. Sarr with it. He's against Turner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Anthony subbed in for Porter. He hits both from the stripe. Now Anthony, 5 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Portis. Here's Kuzma. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Bucks lead by 18.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switcher also for Washington. Champagne's checked in.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Here's Champagnie. He has 5. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 6 points.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Anthony looking it over. Pass to Trent. Anthony left side. No good off the front iron. Wizards trailed by 19. Here's Carrington. He's got 7. Here's Sarr. Good work defensively by Turner. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Turner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Johnson outside. The tray connects from three-point range. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Portis. Prince outside. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. From outside off the mark. Wizards trailed by 18. Here's Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. .105 left to play here in the third. Outside Anthony. Fires top of the key. Basket counts. He's got 7. Wizards have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Pass to Champagnie. Now here's Middleton. Puts the move on. He lays it in. Middleton's got 8.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Green comes in for Turner. And Harris subbed in for Trent. And then for Washington, Hill comes in for Sarr. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Chris Middleton. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Champagnie. Good on the triple.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Bucks leading by 13. Anthony dishes to Prince. Stolen. Now here's Kispert. Guarded by Green. Johnson, good.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And here's Anthony for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bucks lead by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Kispert. Also Johnson out there. Marvin Bagley is out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Carrington in at the point guard position. And that one's good, Anthony.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Wizards trail by 13. Here's Carrington. Johnson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Anthony up on top. To the middle. Prince kicks to Anthony. Pass to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Over Bagley. Portis can't get it to go. From the Wizards, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Now here's Johnson. And a wide open look for Whitmore. No good on the triple.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Outside Portis. Prince outside. Rebound by the Wizards. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Whitmore. Kispert setting the pick for Whitmore. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Johnson. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
I absolutely love the aggression from 3 by Cole Anthony, because I know this. With those shot mechanics, he's going to get more and more efficient.
Crafty move. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. And a change for the Wizards. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Johnson. McCollum passes to Kispert. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. From deep, Green. The rebound by Champagnie.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bucks leading by 9. Stolen by Kispert. Pass to Champagnie. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And the dunk by Giannis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent's checked in for Harris. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Rollins.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
On the free throw, no good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Outside, George. Back to McCollum. Takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. McCollum's got 10 points in just the second half. Milwaukee leading by 10. Now here's Porter. Pass to Trent. And Kuzma has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
McCollum outside. Launches a three. The rebound by the Bucks. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by McCollum. And here's Trent outside. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Game plan from here forward should be very simple. With Gary Trent Jr. cooking, you make sure you find him.
Pass to Coulibaly. Now George. Puts up a three. Again, McCollum missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And that one's good by Porter. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
And the basket by McCollum.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And to Antetokounmpo, shot's good. Giannis has got 33.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Charity stripe shot. McCollum, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Porter outside. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And this is what they want. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
To the inside, George. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Trent outside. Picked him clean. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's McCollum. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And the Bucks with possession. Out to Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Got it. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. There was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
Hey, you know, I try not to think about it that much. My mind says do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I care about is I've got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
Much appreciated, David. And that